G'day guys, full drive drawers. Now I've made my own, so come and check out the set of DIY drawers that I've got in the back of my patrol. Let's go and check them out. Now before I started designing my rear drawers, I laid out all of the gear that I'd be carrying in those drawers, and the design process went on from there. And for me, recovery gear were important items to consider with my drawers design. And having twin wheel carriers and twin barn doors, I thought, well, how can I gain access to my recovery gear quickly if it's needed? So this is what I came up with. So to get into my recovery drawer, just got to open one wheel carrier, peg that back there, open the small barn door, and then out comes the drawer with all my recovery gear. So I've purposely designed that drawer there so it'll slide out through that one door without having to do two tyres and two barn doors to get into my recovery gear. Works an absolute treat, and it's all quick, easy, get into whatever I need. So as I say, purpose designed for that small drawer to slide it through there, and yeah, works an absolute treat. So I'll open it all up now and we'll show you the rest of it. So I'll just put that drawer away, and out comes the other wheel carrier, then the big door, and here now is my full setup of my drawers. Now this is about the third attempt I've made of drawers. I keep changing it every now and then over the time, but I've still kept roughly the same concept to what I've got now. And with this one, you know, you might have seen my recent posts, I had my drawers out again, making some changes to it. And what I've done, I pulled all the drawers out of the back of patrol here, and I've taken about 60 or 70 mil out of the height of it. So, you know, they used to be up a lot higher out of the drawers. So I took it out, pulled off the top of it, and then I've cut that much out of each of the drawers just to reduce them down, because I had so much waste in there, so much space that just wasn't being needed. So lot better now having that little bit of extra height out of it. And then here's my big drawer. I'll start over here. And then on the side here, I've got two wings, so I can just lift those out. Then I've got access there. You've got all my axes, log splitters and that sort of thing down the side there. Plus, you know, I can get to it nice and easily if I need to. That just sits in there. Above the recovery drawer here, which I showed you before, just got a little slide out table there, so I can use for, you know, making lunches and whatever else on the side of the road. So that one just slides back in there. And then over here, I've got my big drawer. Now this is where some of the changes have certainly made. Prior to this setup here, it was an absolute nightmare. You know, the drawers look fantastic after day one, but give it a couple of days, you know, it was just a nightmare in there. So I've now put this divider panel in the middle here. So I've got all my cooking gear and everything now over to one side, which is a lot better idea. And then I've got this space in here that I can use for, you know, put all whatever food and that sort of thing can go in there. So everything now has got a place. And the reason why I designed my drawers the way I did, because after getting all my gear out, I looked at whatever my highest item was that I carried in my drawers, and it was my good old billies. So I've designed my drawers for the height of those, so they sit in there, just enough clearance over the top. And that's where this amount came from how much I cut out of my drawers. So now my billies can just sit in there. Got a place for them now. They'll always be in that corner there. And everything's neat and tidy now and nicely firmly in place. So that just goes in there. And then up here, I didn't have this here before. So this is just an old cargo barrier that I had at home. So I've just cut that down and shaped it up and got that sitting in there now. So, because before when I'd pull my fridge out, everything had fallen behind. It was an absolute pain in the neck. So this is an absolute game changer. Going to make so much life easier by having that cargo barrier sitting in the back in there. And then my drawers, well, again, I've made all this too, made my fridge slide. That just slides out there like so. You know, then I just stand up the top here, as you've probably seen me on a few videos, just stand up there, and then I can get into my fridge from there. So works really well. It's all made out of ply. The whole carcass is all made out of 15mm ply. Well, there you go, guys. That's my DIY drawers that I've built in the back of my patrol, and you know, custom design for what works for me. But I'd be pretty keen, you know, let's hear from you guys. What designs have you put into the drawers that either you've built or you've got someone to build for you? Chuck them down in the comments down below, and that way everyone can either get some ideas from the drawers that I've built or the ones you've built, and then everyone's a winner. So until then, fair chance, I'll see you out in the bush someday.